I'm Diane Kochilas. I'm a Greek chef and cookbook author. I'm also the owner of the Glorious Greek Kitchen Cooking School in Greece on the beautiful island of Ikaria, way off in the Eastern Aegean, but worth a visit. I'm going to make Greek-style penne with tomatoes, feta, and dill. This dish is very simple. The first thing we're going to do is get our garlic ready. That's really the only prep for this dish. A few cloves of garlic sliced thin that I'm going to be cooking up with my cherry tomatoes. This is a very easy Greek-style pasta with a little bit of garlic that I'm going to slice thin and cook together with my cherry tomatoes in wonderful extra virgin Greek olive oil, one of my favorite oils, terra creta. This is from the western side of Crete, one of the most amazing areas in all of Greece. Crete is the mother of the Mediterranean diet. Let's remember that. A little bit of dill in this dish, some balsamic vinegar, a touch of sugar. You want that sweet and sour taste in this. It's very typical of Greek tomato dishes to have a combination of just like subtle sweetness and sourness. And that's all there is to it. Boil your pasta, toss it all together, add my crumbled feta right at the end, and dinner is ready. It takes less than a half hour. I'm just getting my garlic ready here, slicing it thin. I love thinly sliced garlic cooked in olive oil. I don't mind the texture of it at the end. I think it adds to the dish. I'm not afraid of it. Greeks love robust flavors, and we love garlic. So I'm going to get my dill prepped. We want to get the stalks off because those are tough, and we usually, you can throw them in a soup pot if you want, or you can just toss them. And this will be cut into, this will be a fine chop, just like that, like that. Dill is one of the herbs that really give Greek food its identity. We love dill, and it's one of the herbs that we always use fresh. If you don't have dill or you don't like dill, any fresh herb would work in this. Well, this is a great dish because while your pasta's boiling, you make your sauce, and it all comes together right around the same time. It's very quick, very easy, very delicious, and very healthy. So I'm going to add my pasta. I'm going to salt my water first. You always salt your water after it starts to boil. The secret to tasty pasta is not to be afraid of salting that water. Now I'm using rigatoni in this. You can use almost any pasta that you like. You can use farfalle, you can use ziti, you could use elbows, shells. Okay, I'm going to get my sauce going. The first thing that goes into this sauce, remember, this is Greek pasta, Greek-style penne, Greek olive oil. We use olive oil both as a cooking medium, as the fat that goes into the dish, and you can see I'm being generous with it. Putting my tomatoes in here. I'm going to coat them in the oil. As soon as those start to crinkle up a little bit, they're going to lose some of their volume, they're going to lose some of their moisture. That's when you want to add your garlic. You don't want to add it from the very beginning because you don't want it to burn. So the idea is that the garlic is softened. You don't want too much color on it. You don't want it to have that overpowering raw flavor. It's going to cook slowly together with the tomatoes. They're going to let go of some juice, and the end result is going to be really delicious. One of the things that helps to draw the moisture out of all sorts of vegetables that you happen to be sautéing is a little bit of salt. I'm also going to add a little bit of sugar to this. Fresh tomatoes almost always need a little bit of sugar, and traditional Greek cooks in all their tomato sauces always put a pinch of sugar. Tomato is very acidic, and the sugar tames that. This is, again, a combination of sweet and a little bit of sour in that balsamic, which I'm going to add as soon as I add my garlic. Okay, the tomatoes are already starting to pop open. The skins are bursting, and that's exactly what we're looking for. We want to turn these fresh grape tomatoes into, for lack of a better way to say it, raisin tomatoes. We want them to be crinkly and wrinkled at the end. I'm going to add my garlic to this. Just toss that a little in the pan. I'm going to add a little bit of balsamic to this, get that sweet and sour flavor. I'm going to add my pasta to this, right into the frying pan. It's drained. So I'm going to turn this off now. Add my fresh dill. Oh, that already looks great, and it smells so good. Little bit of freshly grated black pepper. Finally, my Greek feta cheese. Feta is a sheep and goat's milk cheese. You want to always look for the Greek stuff. Everything else is a poor cousin by comparison. I'm going to serve this up. Oh, that looks so delicious, and it smells really delicious. This is my own sort of personal preference here. I love to add a little bit of lemon zest to this just before I serve it, and of course, for good measure, just a little bit. And I'm using terracotta, but it's the olive oil that's really special, the estate bottled olive oil. Just a little raw olive oil on top. One more spritz of pepper, a sprig of dill. Wow, that smells really good, and it's really easy. Oh, I have to taste this, I can't resist. Never trust a cook who doesn't taste her own food. That is so good. The dill, that olive oil, so fruity. And that spritz of lemon right at the end really bring this whole plate together. It is so delicious. It's so easy. Now, I'm Diane Kochilas, author of 18 books on Greek cuisine, consulting chef for restaurants all over the United States, and the owner of the glorious Greek kitchen in Greece on the island of Ikaria. And I just made for you Greek-style penne with fresh tomatoes, feta cheese, and dill. Enjoy.